Freunde, hallo!
Okay, everybody, shut the hell up. It's happening. Really good sign for the health of the community for several reasons that I'll go into in a second. This is coming to us courtesy of Peter Austin at that Peter Austin on Twitter, which is what the website is called. Saying alert alert, BGE remaster briefly listed on the Xbox store and then promptly taken down. I think it's actually going to happen. So that's already kind of a reason to get your hopes up that we're actually getting a remaster and that the game has a second chance at impressing people, which it desperately deserves. I think we all agree. Here's a couple of screenshots. To me, it doesn't look that horribly different. It kind of looks like how I remember the game looking. But obviously, this time around, it's going to be in a much higher resolution and at 60 frames per second, which is great because there's a lot of technical issues with running the original release at higher resolutions. So that's already pretty cool. And normally I wouldn't be making a video about it just based on another thing that Ubisoft posts and then immediately takes down. But we'll get to it in a second. So what we got here, again, still at that Peter Austin. Make sure you follow them on Twitter. And tell them thank you for posting this and noticing this because, yeah, I don't have an Xbox. I would have never seen this otherwise. Embark on this epic adventure in up to 4K 60 FPS with improved graphics, controls, and audio, along with brand new autosave and cross-save features. So everything is improved by the sound of it, which is awesome in theory. Enjoy exclusive new rewards as you explore the planet and discover more about Jade's past in a new treasure hunt throughout Hillis. We'll get to that later. Put your skills to the test thanks to the new speedrun mode, which probably lets you skip cutscenes if I had to guess, which would be huge for the speedrunning community. And updated achievements, and learn more about the game's development and secrets in the anniversary gallery. I can make videos about Beyond Good and Evil again. It's going to be awesome. There's going to be more stuff. Yeah, speaking of more, here's more. Yeah, I can't quite tell if these are in-game screenshots or if they're like touched up at all. It looks a lot darker with more accentuated shadows. So maybe they have a new lighting system in place. I'm not really super savvy when it comes to graphics. Here we have the Terrorolomax. Yeah, I don't quite know how much more detailed this is than the original, but hey, if it's more detailed at all, then that's a good thing. Because the game already looks great to this day, and if it looks great from a technical perspective instead of just from an artistic one, then that's just a flat upgrade. Theoretically, I hope that didn't mess up anything anywhere. Yeah, here we have people talking about how much they'd like to see some cut content. But here's the reason. Yeah, Joy Wilson, Raindrop Joy, makes a very good point of don't get your hopes up yet. But if you have already seen this, then you probably know why I'm personally getting my hopes up a tiny bit. And where is it? Sean Show, Shawnee Show at Shawnee Show. The achievement listing exists as well. It's real. And we know it's real, not just because, oh, this is a speculative, they uploaded an empty page for a game that they think might exist, or maybe it was automatically generated when the game was posted. No, 3 people played it. 3 people played it. Nobody's talking about that here. But that's kind of the insane thing about why this is actually real, and that's because people who had Ubisoft Plus and happened to be online at the time were actually able to play it. So there's apparently gameplay already that I'm not going to show here. I'm going to link to it in the description below. If you want to get an early look at the game, then you can. If you'd rather keep it a surprise, then obviously that's up to you. And we can see here the achievement Bad Jade, get fined by the police twice, has been accomplished by all 3 of these mysterious heroes who managed to play the game. And there's a couple more achievements. Take a sepia photo with your camera. I don't think there was an option in the original, so this is probably a good cutoff point. If you don't want to be spoiled in any way, then it's time for you to log off. If you could like the video and subscribe if you want to see more stuff about Beyond Good and Evil, I would really appreciate it. If not, hang out in the Discord and you'll catch the videos that way. But from here on out, we're talking about spoilers. We're talking about tier 1 spoilers and later tier 2 spoilers, which I'm going to give a separate warning for. I've already spoiled myself for the sake of this video, but it's not that bad. So here we have alpha sectioned out, complete all alpha section areas, something you would do anyway. Speedy Jade, complete your first run in speedrun mode. So that's something I'm definitely gonna do. I'm not a speedrunner, but I'm sure as hell gonna do a speedrun of the game. Somehow, it's gonna be a bad one, but if I do it early enough, maybe I end up in the top 100. So here we have another thing that's a bit of a spoiler. Into appearances, obtain all customization items. So that's new. Shut up, phone. So that's new. Yo, Pearl Pro, lucky number 13, surrounded by stars, Beyond Good and Evil. A lot of stuff that we've already seen. Power up the hovercraft, save a companion during combat, subscribe to all Hillian newspapers, so finally that's good for something. I Spy System 3, take a picture of one of the constellations. I don't actually know if System 3 is visible from Hillis in the first game, but if you do know that, then make sure to leave a comment below and let me know. Familiar Bloodsucker, yeah, get the mosquito. Racing Champion, Bounty Hunter. Bountiful Volcano. And now we get to an additional spoiler level, which spoils probably the most major new addition to this game. Don't watch on if you don't want to be spoiled on some secrets, okay? So again, subscribe if you want to see more, like the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the Discord. We have a couple more that I forgot about, but they're all fairly self-explanatory. There's listen to something completely different. I don't know what this is. I have no idea, but I imagine it has something to do with the radio. Can we look at the picture? Yeah, it's a radio. So maybe there's a Radio Cheetah reference or something in the remaster. That would be cool. Shawnee Nomkapan. Beat the Dom's High Priest without losing any hearts. I've done that before, so it's pretty hard. It's a shame I don't get to have the achievement. Maybe if I sent them my video as proof, my Beyond Good and Evil no damage video, then maybe they'll unlock it on my account. Probably not. Kicking butt, okay. And here we get to the really secret stuff I was referring to. Old Life Other System. Open the chest in Page's Hidden Workshop. Will to Fight. Open the chest on Black Isle. Demons from the Past. Open the chest in the Akuda Bar. And Finding Family. Open the chest in Volcano's Treasure. Message Across the Stars. Finish the hunt for chests from the past. So these are collectibles that, without a shadow of a doubt, are going to tie directly into Beyond Good and Evil 2. They're going to bridge the gap by teaching us more about Paige and Jade, about their lives together, about how they ended up in Hillis. And each one of these chests is probably going to contain a new M-disc, if I had to guess. Or maybe it's just you open the chest and then you unlock a little bonus feature in the main menu, which would be fine too. Especially if they get the voice cast, if they get David Gassman to record new lines, which they maybe have already done a long time ago, considering that, yeah, he's working on Beyond Good and Evil 2 as Paige again. And that's it. That's the thing. People have played it. It exists. It's real. There's footage of it out there. It's happening. We have something new to look forward to. It's going to add a speedrun mode, which I hope allows people to skip cutscenes, because I've been lurking in the speedrun Discord for a while. And yeah, everybody's just really tired of the opening cutscene, which is understandable. Which is extremely understandable considering how many dozens, if not hundreds of times they have to sit through it over and over and over again. So that would be huge. There's new secrets, there's new customization options. And again, all that we know, or at least I found out about through @thatPeterAustin on Twitter. So make sure you follow them. Say thank you for pointing this out to the community. Even though, yeah, they didn't really point it out to the community. I just happened to see it because the algorithm knows that that's all I care about these days. And that about covers it. That about covers it. New achievements, new customization options, new lore that ties the first game into the second game, or vice versa, depending on how you want to look at it in terms of time travel. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like I said twice already. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Hang out on the Discord. It's a great community full of positive people just looking forward to a game that we've all been waiting for 20 years. Yeah, 20 years. Oh my god. Don't forget to do something nice for a loved one, a stranger, and for yourself in any order you choose. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the same video that you thought you had just finished, but looks like the cat's out of the bag, dagnammit. Happy 20th anniversary to Beyond Good and Evil. Well, we cannot wait to show you more about the special edition, more news to come in early 2024. So it's a little bit late, but, you know, late is for a little while, suck is forever. Shigebu Miyamoto. Yeah, so this art looks good. I like this piece of artwork quite a bit. And something that I was not aware when I recorded the first half of all of this is that what was actually playable was an early development version that looked like absolute garbage. I was not aware of that, and obviously Ubisoft is going around removing all the footage and all the screenshots they can from the internet, which makes sense. It sucks, but it makes sense. I personally would have loved to see what the terrible version of this game looked like, just to have something to chuckle at while waiting for a more polished up release early next year. So what they have to say for themselves is an early development version of Beyond Good and Evil 20th Anniversary Edition was recently released to some Ubisoft Plus subscribers by mistake. We apologize for any confusion and want to assure our community that this version is not indicative of the final game. Thank goodness, because apparently it's really bad. Apparently it's really, really bad right now. And this might be an old version. This does not mean that if they're releasing it in February, that they only have another 2 months to work on the game, and it's terrible right now. This just means that at some point during development it looked like garbage. As we celebrate the 20th anniversary of Beyond Good and Evil, our commitment to delivering a game that meets the high expectations of our fans is unwavering. I hope so. We're excited to announce that the official launch is set for early 2024, and we're dedicated to making it an experience that truly honors the legacy of the original. Thank you for your understanding and continued support. I hope so. See, the thing about Ubisoft games is that they're really unoriginal, but they look pretty and are usually technically competent. This is a remaster, or maybe even partial remake with new content in it. And they don't have to do anything original or difficult with it. They just have to make the same game again, but with a couple of nice little bells and whistles, you know? So here's hoping that this is going to turn out good. Here's hoping this isn't a €100 release, which I'm gonna have to get. If there's a collector's edition, I'm getting it. And yeah, I won't be able to help myself. So yeah, just an update. It's no longer a theory. It's been officially announced and confirmed. Twitter is breaking and showing me all kinds of things. It briefly just displayed a giant X on the screen earlier, which was kind of creepy, honestly. So yeah, that's the update. The version that's out right now that a couple of people managed to play is garbage, but it's an early version of the 20th anniversary edition. So don't be too worried. Wait for this game to come out. Wait for reviews. Subscribe to the channel. Wait for my review because I'm gonna have to get it either way. And yeah, fingers crossed that this is going to be actually worthy of the title Beyond Good and Evil. Let's hope so. Okay, this time for real. I don't think there's going to be any more breaking news coming out about this. Stay tuned on the channel, on the Discord, to find out if this version is any good. And this time for real, goodbye.